Hello. All right, we have new angles. Let me see if I can get this up here actually. I have a whole new desk set up that I'm trying to figure out how this is gonna work. Okay, now let me see if I can find myself on the Flourish page. Yeah! Okay, my video is showing. Okay. Now let's click this and then click this. Hi Laura! Oh my gosh, I can even see comments on my phone. Oh, Facebook's doing something right for once. All right, I hope everybody grabs a pen and paper because there is going to be a plethora of content today. Let me just go post this link. I'm going to be doing Facebook on my other thread. Hi Marilyn! Hey Brenda! Yay! I'm so excited this is actually working. All right, here's, post that there. Okay, let's get some more people in here. How's everybody's week going? Today is the first sunny day we're having in like 3 weeks. Hey Laura! It's like 60 outside, maybe 70. My stat page just switched over an hour ago. Yeah! I tried sharing with you guys the new opt-in stat page. Hey Carrie! And it's not working all of a sudden. I don't know if it's because it's not an opt-in anymore. It's kind of mandatory, so I don't know, but I posted the opt-in page and it's not working. Hey Jessica! Hi Angie! Yay! 16 people. Whoop whoop. All right. So there are going to be 3 different links I'm going to post throughout the course of this video. The first link is one that is called... Oh, I'm so glad, Elizabeth. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it just changed over. Hi, Hannah. Looks like videos are working today. Okay, let's see here. I noticed an opt-out option. Yeah, don't do that. Because soon enough, like within the next week or two, it's going to be mandatory. So while it'll let you temporarily go back to your old stats page, it's better to just leave it in the new stats and figure out how it works and get used to it rather than, you know, waiting till the last minute. Also keep in mind that, hi Amy! Yeah, I know, things have been kind of crazy around here. Keep in mind that tomorrow, if you do not have Etsy payments, Etsy payments, whatever they call it now, the old DC checkouts, if you don't have Etsy payments, you will be closed until you opt in. You have to have Etsy payments now. Tomorrow is the deadline. So make sure you have PayPal and Etsy payments. Okay, so I'm going to paste in here. This is the first article we are going to... Hi, Sarah! No, you didn't miss it. We just started. This is going to be the first article we are going to go over. It's just going to be kind of a breakdown. See if I can angle this a little better so that I'm not like... It's going to be a breakdown of how the new stats work. So, now that we've got like 24 people, and I'm so famous, let's do Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Hi, Jen. Hi. It's Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. First time I've actually caught a live broadcast. Yay, Erica! I'm glad I'm your first. That sounds weird. Oh my god, my new desk is fantastic. You guys want to see it? Like, I'm not a patient person. I'm a very jump the gun, when I get something in my head I have to do it now kind of thing. My husband has been working on this desk for 8 months. The only time I have ever waited 8 months for anything was when I was making babies. And that's because you can't make them any faster than that. So, okay, so I will show you. It's a little messy, but okay. So, let's see if I can back up. So this is the first corner that's got my mic for my critiques and stuff. This is all my wire drawers. And then my 2 monitors. and then my desk has the printer and stuff, and then, ow. Okay, so the corner of the desk is an L, and he built in a little shelf that has all of my boxes, and then this is where I put all my orders, and then underneath I've got like the, see if I can angle this. It's hard angling the camera. Underneath I've just got the basket that holds my orders, and then my envelopes, so everything just fits nicely. It went from like 4 square feet to 23, and look how nice this wood is. Like, where's the camera? It's so smooth, and it's like seamless. How do I angle? Sorry, paper plate. It's all seamless and smooth. Oh, and then, sorry if you guys are getting motion sick. Can you see the piping? He used like copper or iron piping to do all the legs, so it's super sturdy. It was the coolest thing. And he went to Home Depot the day before Mother's Day. And I don't know about you guys, but in New England around here, Home Depot is like crazy busy on Mother's Day and stuff like that. And he went anyway just so he could have it done on Mother's Day. And it was, I love this. It's so sturdy and it's deeper, and I can actually, like, I was dropping my tools all over the place before because I had such a tiny little desk, and yeah, he made all of this all by himself. He's pretty fantastic. Yeah, you could see the stages of, like, if you look through even my shop updates, you could see how I used to work on my kitchen table. And then I got this little drawer thing, the thing with all the drawers, to hold all my stuff. That was my first big upgrade. Then I got that teeny tiny desk you guys used to see me working on. And now I have this, and I feel like such a grown-up. Okay, so let's go ahead and start talking about today's stats. And I love the fact too, just one more little thing, that he let me take over like half the kitchen, because I like being in the center of all the chaos so that I can manage my kids and I can work at my desk, and then I just turn around to eat dinner. So it's, well, only if you're willing to wait 8 months. It's a very long wait, but it's not like we weren't doing any other stuff in between. All right, so this new stats tool, let's see if I can re-angle this now. All right, good enough. So this new stats tool it's a little confusing at first. It's very exciting. There is so much information that Etsy is giving us now. It's fantastic. Like, I am so happy. So if anybody has a laptop in front of you, if you're watching me on your cellular modular, interactive modular, open up your laptop. I suggest having your dashboard open with us so you can kind of follow along. And I also suggest opening that help article that I put in there. You can do side-by-side windows so you can have both pages open at the same time. So if what we are used to looking at when we click on our stats page is there's always been the dashboard, which is the comparison of yesterday to last year to today. Now our dashboard does still show that information, but it kind of functions as to where we used to look at our stats page. So where it says stats now, that's more like they kind of reversed it. So your dashboard is going to show you how many open orders you have. It shows you how many active listings you have. It shows you how many you have expired, and it shows you how many are sold out. It also now shows you all of your unread convos. I love this because it just shows you everything. I don't know if you guys saw, but last week, I think it was last week, I posted that Etsy told me I made my 46,000th sale. In here is where they showed that in the upper right-hand corner. Sorry, I'm kind of dyslexic with left and right. In the upper right-hand corner, it says new tips from the Shop Advisor. That's Etsy. They tell you in that area if you have a listing that's expiring soon, if you've met a milestone, they just give you little tips in that corner like, hey, don't forget this. And that's where I saw that little, you've met 46,000 sales. Underneath that, it shows recent activity. It shows you who's favoriting your products. It shows you if you've renewed an item. It shows you if somebody's left a review. It like mine says, it shows me a favorite, a purchase, and a favorite. It shows you the top 4, and then you can click to see more. I don't currently have any unread conversations, and then you can see the stats overview for today. This is the only place that you can see today's stats. When you go now and you look at the last 7 days, or even when you look at the last 30 days, the revenue would always be a little wonky because it would try to add in today's revenue as to how far you had gotten along. Now, when you look at the past 7 days, when you look at the past 30 days on your stats, today is no longer counted. So right now, if you look at past 7 days, it's going to be Monday to last Monday. Tomorrow, it will be Tuesday to Tuesday. So they don't count today's stats on anything because it fluctuates too much. And the big thing that everybody's all concerned about is the views versus visits. Views don't count anymore. And I'm really glad about this because this was really inaccurate information. When they were doing a view counted as anybody having your web page or any of your listings open for 3 seconds or more. I just clicked on 7 days and it says 1 order, but I've definitely had more than that. Yeah, today, go figure. Today, it seems kind of frustrating because I know for a fact, it says right here, I have 49 open orders, yet in the orders tab, it says I only have 1. So today, go figure, today I'm trying to go over this and, you know, Etsy's going to make it all stupid. But what are we going to do? Love the visits. It feels better to have 20 visits and no sales as opposed to 100 views and no sales. That's a good way to look at it. Because what would happen is if one person went through your shop, you know how we all get that person once in a while that goes through and favorites all our listings and nobody knows why? That would have counted as like 15 views. If somebody clicks on your shop and then they click on a listing and then they click on another listing and another listing, that counts as 5 views. But it's really only 1. It's one person. So now if somebody spends a suspended amount of time in your shop, that's going to count as a visit. Then once they're dormant for 30 minutes, that's when it'll rack up on your charts. And they're only updating the visits and stats for that once every 2 to 3 hours. So it is not going to change minute to minute like you're used to. Your orders should still be the same. It should be, your orders should be up to date and your revenue should be up to date, but your visits and your views are A, going to drop because they are not measured the same way anymore, and B, they're not going to be updated minute to minute. So what I want you guys to do is stop looking at your stats day to day. Stop it. You can look at them day to day. Stop living in your stat screen. It's not helping you. The more you sit there and stare at it, it's like a watched pot never boils. Stop staring at that screen. Get to know it, get familiar with it because this is new. But once you figure out how all this works, get out of the stats page. Check it out like once a week. Check it out once a day, you know, just to see how things went yesterday. But stalking it is just creepy and it's unnecessary. Instead of stalking your stats page, what I want you guys to do is get out there and post content on your social media. Post shop updates, renew a listing, post a questionnaire on your social media, make a new listing, deactivate crappy listings that aren't selling. Not necessarily unseasonal listings. You can leave your Christmas stuff up, you know, move it to the back of your shop. But I'm talking about if you've got a listing that's been up for a year and it's just not getting views and it's not getting sales and you've edited it before, let it go. If you love something, let it go. This is the part I hate. I like to know what's happening all the time. I hate waiting hours to see updates. Yes, I'm addicted to stat watching. Well, stop it. I mean that in a very loving way. But there is so much more things that you could be doing. Sorry, stupid notifications. With your shop time than stalking your stats page. As shop owners, we have to learn to be patient and we have to learn to be restricted, like to have limitations. Know what's not good for you. And if it's something, if you're not getting a lot of sales, just staring at your stats isn't going to make you feel good. Go make something. Go do something that is going to make you feel good. Go post a picture about something. Go check out, if you're going to look at your stats, do it to look at the words, the keywords that are people using. Good English. So with these visits, Now, a lot of people, there's discipline. Thank you, Laura. That is the word I was looking for, discipline. There are people that are wondering where the terminology went. We like to see what words people are using. Now, I didn't know that before. You know, I've been on Etsy for, it's working over time. Watching a stat for 24 hours is not going to give you valuable information as to whether or not one listing or not is working. If you want to monitor something, monitor it over a week, monitor over a month. That will tell you if a listing is working or not 24 to 48 hours. That is too short of a time frame. And lots of people had ups and downs over Mother's Day weekend. Some people got killer sales. But at the same time, other people were like, well, I ran a sale and my website got nothing. Well, you have to remember, what are people doing on Mother's Day? They're spending time with their children. They're going out for dinner. They're going out for a walk. They're unplugging for the day because they're just relaxing. You know what I did for Mother's Day? I got this table put together with my husband and I went out painting with my mom. I was not plugged in all day long. So if you saw a drop in sales on Sunday, it's not because your sales sucked. It's not because you didn't have good promotions. It's because people weren't there. All right. The new stats have actually made me stop watching it because it's not that exciting. Yes. Yes. It's not. I mean, I'm kind of into it right now because I like charts. I'm a math science person. So I'm like, ooh, graphs. So if you click... Now I need to remember how to do this. Give me a second. Dashboard. Maybe it was on the stats page, not the dashboard. And my internet doesn't know how to work? Hi, cutes. What do you want to watch? Sophia. You want to watch Sophia? Yeah. And of course, because, you know, we're 15 minutes into this, my daughter decided to stop napping. Okay, so that's on the dashboard. If you click on the stats section, you're going to see your traffic. Mine's set up for today, but we can set it for no, not yesterday. Let's set it for a week. 1 second. I got to put Sophia the First on. Sophia the First. And a big truck just drove by. Okay. I think Daddy put your juice in the fridge, if you want that too.
I'll eat that right now.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, when you do want your juice, it's in the fridge. Okay. Okay. So now I'm on the stats section. It says stats. It's showing me my visits for the last 7 days. It's showing me my orders for the last 7 days. And it's showing me my revenue. Now, the reason why these graphs are going to be important for you guys is because you're going to be able to see if you have visits. You see how it's like a flowy, should be uppy down waves? That wave pattern, your visits should match your orders. Because what that's going to tell you is that the more people you have in your shop, the more you're getting sales. Now, if you're noticing that your wave is going up for your views and then down, but your orders is staying flat or your orders is dipping down even though there's a lot of people in there, that means that something needs to be revised. There's something, people either aren't liking the prices or they're not liking the listing description. Something is turning them away because they're arriving, which means that your SEO is going to be good. I'm not seeing anything that says visits. What am I missing? Chelsea, do you have the new, has your shop changed over to the new stats where you've got like graphs and such forth? Pie charts, wavy links? I tried sharing a link. It keeps saying, I have the new dashboard and it still says views. Ah, Nicole, you're late. That's it. Get your dunce cap. Go sit in the corner for detention. Not getting here on time. Just kidding. You have the new dashboard, but it still says views. Do you have the middle dashboard where it's not the old dashboard? It's this like weird middle ground, or do you see pie charts and stuff? Okay, if you don't have the new graphs. I just reopened and that's what's happening to me. I'm getting lots of views and visits, but little sales. Yeah, high views, low visits means your SEO is usually good, and it's usually copy or pricing that's turning your customers away. It's flipping back. Yeah, it is being weird today, which go figure, because like I said, today's my review day. I had the new dashboard last week, but my stats changed today. I have the new dashboard, but it still says views, and I don't see the pie charts. Yeah, the link, I don't know why the link to opt-in isn't working anymore. It was before. I'm looking at the last 30 days because 7 days isn't working. I got views, but orders at 18, so that means something is up. There is a, oh my goodness, so many comments. Mine just changed a couple days ago from views to visits. Okay, it's probably in the middle. I got the new dashboard today. Okay. On my phone, it's, yeah, my phone's been going back and forth. Some days my phone works, and then other days it does what it wants. It's got a mind of its own. Ooh. Thanks for all the likes. To figure out, hold on. When's the last day to get the old dashboard? I don't know when they're officially making you forced to have it. I know that tomorrow is the last day that if you don't have the Etsy payments, you will be shut down. All right, there's a recipe for your views. I think it's take your views, divide it by your sales, multiply it by 100, and that's your percentage, and your goal is 3%. But that recipe is going to change because I don't know how to alter it views to visits. I don't know if that's still in line. But if your graph is going up for views and yet it is not also following the same pattern for your sales, that means that something's not right. That means you got to work on something because you're pulling people in your shop with your SEO and your photography. Somebody liked your pictures. Somebody was able to find you in a search. Something in your shop turned them away, which means it's either your pricing or your listing description didn't give them enough information, or maybe you're not selling your story. If all you have in your listing descriptions are bullet facts, that's okay for your section 2, which is your stats and specs for the item, but your section 1 needs to be a good paragraph as to you explaining a story where there's some sort of a problem where you're the solution. That should be your paragraph 1. All right, let's see here. What I also love, which, this actually opened up a whole, so I'm sorry for the people that don't have it yet. Would you be able to look at a listing for me? Possibly. I could look at a listing. If you PM me it later, we can go over it, and then if we need to do more details, we could do a mentor call or something. But if you PM it to me, I can try to do that. I do have a call at 6 o'clock today, so it might not be till tomorrow morning that I get to it. But what I love is they show you your traffic sources, which I guess they always did this, but how did I find it? Oh, it was the social media traffic source that I guess they always showed these stats, but I don't know. Down here is where you're going to see your search terms. So when you scroll down in your stats section, you're going to see a pie chart, and it's going to show you your traffic sources. So 52% of my traffic is directly from Etsy. I have 1% in other. I've got 5% in social media, and 10% in external search. And if you click each one of those is clickable, it'll show you its own little pie chart. Then you're going to have your search terms. These search terms, now this is where it's okay to monitor week to week, month to month in your stats. You need to know what these terms are that people are using to find you. These search terms is what somebody specifically typed in the Etsy search bar to land on your page. So people are typing ear cuff and they're finding me. They're typing fake nose ring, ear cuff as one word, not two. Faux nose ring, faux septum ring. These are all terms that I need to make sure that I have in the correct titles, listing descriptions, and tags. I need to have them in all 3 places organically, don't just copy your titles into your listing description. That's taboo. Google has little web crawlers and it frowns upon those. But if I have ear cuff in my titles, my listing description, and my tags, that builds strength on my listing for that keyword. This is on, if your stats updated to the new dashboard, on the left-hand side, if you click stats, and then I chose mine for the last 7 days so that I have a good graph to go by. And then it's going to show you wavelengths at the top. It'll show you a wave for visits, wave for orders, wave for revenue. Then there is a chart that shows your visits to orders ratio. So my visits, like the higher up my visits go, the higher up my orders chart is going. And then you scroll down and it shows traffic sources and then search terms. Underneath the search terms, this is what I found incredibly interesting. I always thought that my target market, all right, I'm constantly learning. A little off topic, but if 40% of my Etsy traffic is coming from direct traffic, what exactly does that mean? That means that people are either typing your search name in the Etsy search bar, or they are clicking on a listing link. If you posted a link on social media, if you posted a link on Facebook, people are clicking the link and it's bringing them directly to your shop. That is a direct link. It's not, they didn't type in purse and then clicked on it. They just clicked on the purse listing, or they just clicked on your shop name somewhere or typed in your shop name. I thought that because my target market is millennials and it's the punky, edgy millennials, that they were going to be on Instagram. It turns out that my entire social media platform is, well, I knew Facebook, but it's Pinterest. I had no idea that so many of my people work on Pinterest. Like, that just doesn't even, I would have never thought that, because Pinterest is usually for the little bit of older demographic. Not necessarily numbers older, but just maturity-wise older. When you're settling down and you're in the collecting stage of your life, you know, you're setting up rooms for your house, you're looking how to make quirky drinks. People that are in their teenage years don't really make Pinterest boards. You know, it's kind of a mom thing or a wife thing. If you're setting up for a wedding or if you're decorating your house, what have you, you're trying to eat healthier, you make a Pinterest board. Didn't know my people were on Pinterest. Turns out like 2% are on Instagram. So that tells me to get the hell off Instagram and start jacking up on Pinterest again, which is incredibly valuable. That means that I was dumping all of this effort. 50% of my social media efforts was going into Instagram. Instagram and Facebook, those are the two I was pushing. And Instagram is not bringing me returns.
Hey, Mama.
What, baby?
Got some food.
You need some food? Do you want to digest the cracker cookie thing?
Yeah.
I need to get a snack. 1 second. I don't think there's anything bad behind me. Just flowers. 1 second. Did you have a granola bar?
Not yet.
No, here's a granola bar.
Thank you, Mommy, and a round cracker, too.
You want a granola bar and a round cracker?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I need to do my video, okay?
Good.
Okay, your round cracker needs to stay in the kitchen.
Good.
Sorry. Trust me, it was much easier to just feed her now than not feed her and have her be like, Mom, 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 Mom. How did you find out that you're only getting 2% from Instagram? Is that the number of the Etsy stat? Yes. How do I optimize my shop better for mobile versus desktop? Okay, I can go over that. Let me write that down. Quick, find my pen. Mobile versus desktop. Because that's another thing that they go over in here. Okay. I use Tailwind as a tool for scheduling my pins. It's awesome. Cool. Yeah, go ahead and send me that. I have a Pinterest. I actually have a VA, but if she's not using Tailwind, oh yeah, it's always snack time. My children eat like hobbits. They have breakfast, second breakfast, 11Z's, lunch, 2, you know, they seriously eat like 8 times a day. Yeah, there's a social media thing that shows you now. So 78% of my social media traffic is coming from Facebook, right? 20% is from Pinterest in the past 7 days. Before that, it was like 50%. Instagram is 2%. I've got nothing on Twitter, nothing on Tumblr. Then it shows websites where it says traffic sources. What does direct traffic mean? Direct traffic is if somebody specifically clicks on your listing link. If you provided a link in Facebook to share or something, and somebody specifically clicks on that link and it directly takes them to your listing, that is a direct visit. If somebody types in your shop name in the Etsy search bar, that is a direct visit. Anything that they don't have to do a search for you, they just plunk and they're in your shop, that's a direct visit. My websites that I get traffic from is Etsy and Google and Facebook. And anything that says m.facebook.com means they're using the Facebook app. M is mobile for Facebook. So I get more people on mobile Facebook, so they're using their cell phones on Facebook, than their computer. Pages viewed. Now there's another way to look at this. Traffic listings. Let me see. All of that is all traffic information. So when you click on the stats button on the left-hand side, you're going to see, I set mine for a week, like I said, so it says stats for May 9th through the 15th. Now, because it doesn't include today, so it stops at yesterday. There are then 3 tabs. All of that was under the traffic tab. Next, there's a listings tab. This is going to tell you your 5 most most visited listings. So my crisscross nose ring, my regular nose ring, my crisscross gear cuff, and my septum nose ring. Those are my top 5. I got highlight it and put it in the search bar. Or open up a new tab and put www8 blah 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 blah.com. I have no idea what that is. Right? And that's why this is so important. If you don't know where your I can always assume where people's social media targets are going to be, but this is telling you. This is a flat out answer. This is letting you know what is working and what is not. Oh, it's AliExpress, Jocelyn says. Okay, so if you have the new stats dashboard on the left-hand side, not where it says the word dashboard, but it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 month down. It says stats. It's got 3 little bars. So you got your stats. Then there's going to be 3 tabs at the top. One says traffic, one says listings, one says customers. Click on the listings one. How did you find out your top listings? Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Click on stats, and then there says traffic, listings, and customers. So I clicked on stats, and then I clicked on listings, and it says my 5 most visited listings. And then under your most visited listings, it tells you your least visited listings. Yeah, no problem, Hannah. Anytime. It's what I'm here for. It shows you your least favorited listings. So this tells me that I either need to just let these suckers go, and you know, the funny thing is I know that these listings are not fantastic. It's not that the listing isn't fantastic. It's the product isn't fantastic. But I was so stuck on keeping this product in my shop. It's these little ear cuffs that have a little charm dangling off of them. I thought it was genius. Not a lot of other people do it. I was one of the first people to do it. Apparently the reason why it doesn't exist is because people think it's stupid. I think it's cool. I think it's adorable. Nobody agrees with me. So I need to just let it go. Contact your inner Elsa and let it go, people. So I need to let go of the heart dangly charm. I need to let go of the pearl. I need to let go of this twisted thing, this twisted wire one. And it also says improvement suggestions. Items with longer descriptions sell better. Shoot for at least 500 characters, about 150 words. Buyers want to know the story behind their purchase. Even Etsy is telling you they want to know the story. The more marketing books I'm reading, the more research I'm doing. I don't know if any of you guys watch American Pickers. These guys know who their target market is for each individual item. And the one thing they always try to do when they're getting these products is stories. And I know we have a lot of vintage sellers in here. And while vintage is hard to sell on Etsy because all one-of-a-kind products are hard to sell on Etsy, AliExpress is a giant website that sells a lot of stuff really cheaply. But they know the story. They try to get the story behind each product that they pick because they need that story to sell the product once they buy it. Nobody just wants to buy some picture of some weird old woman they found in a barn. What's the story behind this woman? Who was she? Why was this picture saved? Where did this come from? How did it last so long? Oh my God, I love, like, I'm like binge watching American Pickers. Like, I love it. So they want to know the story. So do your customers. You have to sell them with a story. Unlike brick and mortar, we don't get the chance to talk to our customers. I can't pick anything up. I can't flip it over and look at it. So you need to show me pictures of all the sides. What does it do? What does it look like? Why do I need it? It could. Sometimes what people do is sometimes people get their stuff stolen and put on AliExpress. Just go in there and do a search for your product and search for your name and see what comes up. I'm not entirely sure. I've never had AliExpress pull my stuff up. But so, and all the things they're telling me to deactivate are my charm ear cuffs. 0 favorites, 0 visits, 0 orders, 0 revenue. Etsy is kindly telling me that they suck. Etsy's like, just stop it. And then it's got all listings ranked. Check out your best sellers or see how all your listings rank against each other. So it's showing me in the past 7 days which listings made the most revenue, which is awesome. Can I ask what the difference is between most visited listings and all listings ranked? Because I think the all listings ranked I don't know, because mine's in a different order. Like my best, I think best listing, oh, okay, I got it. Most visited is gonna have the highest views and the highest visits, but your best listings ranked is the most revenue. That's the difference between the two. Can I ask what the difference is between most visited? Oh, no, I just read that one. So yeah, all ranked is which one's making you the most, so most popular visually, most popular traffic is most visited. Most popular revenue is going to be your ranking. Because Etsy ranks you on revenue more than they do visits. If you have 2 items and they each have, one has 100 visits, but another one only has 50 visits, but it also has $50, this one, even though it has lower visits, is going to get ranked higher because it's made Etsy more money. We all good? Everybody with me? Is this helping? Not the head bob. The explaining. Oh my gosh. I sound really, really smart sometimes. I'm also going to share, what is this one? Was it this one? Sweet, everybody's with me. All right, if I click on stats, okay. There is an FAQ. Oh, I think it's the one I already posted, but I'm going to post it again anyway, because I'm going to go over it in a second. Oops. Yes, yes, both are helping. Ooh, good, the head bob is helping. Do the chicken. Okay. So, to read the article that I just sent, it says we're in the process of launching a revamp on Etsy Stats. If you don't see the new stats in your shop yet, stay tuned. We're rolling it out to everyone over the next few weeks. So even if you have the option to go back to the old stats, I don't suggest it because there's no point in not being familiar. You want to make sure you can familiarize yourself with the new content. The stats is a feature in the new shop manager. For now, you can turn it off, blah, 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 but you don't do that. To view your stats, go to shop manager and then stats. What is the difference between old stats and new stats? Okay, so this is the difference between views and visits. Visits is a new metric we've added to help you understand your business. A visit represents someone looking at your shop. Visits are an industry standard, so you may see this metric on other sites. A visit could be a shopper looking at just one page in your shop or multiple pages. A view is counted anytime your listing or page is loaded, which means anytime somebody clicks on a listing, anytime anybody clicks on a shop, that's what a view was. Now it's if some same person clicks on your shop, listing, that it's all going to count as one view. Seeing lower stats. There are a few reasons your numbers might be lower in the new stats. When measuring data in visits instead of views, since people often look through multiple pages, your visits will be lower than your views that you're used to. We encourage you to track visits because each visit represents a potential buyer. Your stats now refresh every 3 to 5 hours. Refreshing is at a slightly lower rate, allowing us to calculate visits and better filter out traffic from bots. I did not know. Hi, Summer. I did not know that Etsy even had bots. I know Instagram has bots. I know Twitter has bots. I did not know that Etsy had bots. So you may receive an order or a favorite without seeing it in your stats immediately. So this is even saying your order stats may be off temporarily. This is why you don't want to live in your stats page day to day, hour to hour. You want to check yesterday's stats, that's fine. Don't live in your stats hour to hour. It doesn't do you any good. A bot is anything that is going to auto-click on a listing to give people fake views. People could set up a bot that is going to ping external IP addresses, and those external IP addresses would click on your listings, giving you false views, making it look like you're a very active shop, making Etsy rank you higher when it's all empty views. Also that like ladder crap that was going on where people, like my listing, like 5 listings in my shop and I'll like 5 listings in your shop. That is you acting like a bot because you're not actually liking something you want to buy. You're just liking it so someone likes you back. Yes, it's a robot. Yeah. It's something that's mechanically done, electronically done. New stats are not rolled out in Nova Scotia. No, it's not something that Etsy has. It's not supported by Etsy. It is completely against Etsy. It's not something Etsy does. It's something people are doing to Etsy. Just like when there's those, remember Robo-like on Twitter? Twitter doesn't support Robo-like. It's just something that if you type in new dress 2017, blah, 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 Robo-like would go in and automatically like every picture that had those hashtags on it. That's a bot. Yeah, I used to do that when I found Flourish way earlier. I can't believe. Yeah, I know. Way many moons ago, I did the same thing. Okay, so your stats now refresh every 3 to 5 hours. I've noticed that the search terms are taking over a day to update and don't match the old tools. Well, yeah, it's not going to look the same as the old way. The way that they're tracking this stuff is completely different and it's much more beneficial. That's why I don't want you guys going back and looking at the old stats. Just focus on the new stats and the new information that they're providing. It doesn't mean that your stats are inaccurate. They just haven't updated yet. When viewing today in the Explore Your Data graph, the vertical dotted line shows you the last update. And today is no longer counted when looking at a date range and short time frames. When looking at a period of time, like the last 7 days, we count the prior 7 days. We do not include data from today. Also, this is cool. Your time zone can now be adjusted. Stats used to be based on Eastern Standard Time because that is where Etsy's home base is. It's here on the East Coast. Previously, this means that at midnight, the cutoff point between yesterday and today may be different than the old shop stats. You can choose to update your time zone under the Explore Your Data section of your Traffic tab. So click on Stats, click on the Traffic tab, and then there's an Explore Your Data, and it'll let you change the time zone to your time zone. I'm also really bummed that we can't click on the search terms to see which listings are being viewed. Yeah, I might be able to find that. I'm not entirely sure yet. Because Ashley, are you going to play outside? Ashley, you going to play outside? Thanks for the heads up. Luckily, we live in the middle of nowhere. So all right, one of my shops has the all new stats, and the other shop has the new dashboard with the old stats, no graphs. Yeah, they're slowly, I don't know how they decide who, they do things in batches, because, and to you guys it probably seems really frustrating, but to look at it from Etsy's perspective, and being, you know, married to a guy in IT, if you had direct checkout before, you automatically have Etsy stats. So if you had DC turned on for direct checkout and you accept credit card payments, you don't have to do anything. You're already set up to have the new Etsy stats or Etsy payments. But they release things and updates in batches because there are literally, 58 million listings or 48 million listings. There's a lot of listings. Each section, and to keep in mind that there are hundreds of thousands of sellers. Now, when even Sarah was setting up the new website, right, Heather was trying to upload people's email addresses so that they could have access to the website. She couldn't do it. It would only allow her to do like 50 in a batch. Otherwise, it overloads the system, and when something crashes, everything comes trashing down. So you have to do it in small batches, and that was with only 3,000 people in Flourish. Think of doing it with hundreds of thousands. Not only that, it's not just one server. There are multiple servers that each keep pieces of information for your shops and your listings and stuff like that. So they can only update certain sections at a time. So I don't know if they're doing it by category. I don't know if they're doing it by geographical location. I don't know how they're managing who gets changed first, what have you. But yes, if they changed everybody at once, it would be just bad news bears. All right, time zone. A walkthrough of the new features. There's now a quick overview of your stats in the dashboard. You can see visits, orders, revenue for the time frame of your choice. We encourage you to look at your stats over longer periods of time, then shorter time frames often don't show meaningful trends. Note that revenue on your dashboard is rounded to the nearest dollar. That's different. Go to Shop Manager and then Stats to see more data on each of the following pages. With the Traffic tab, with the Explore Your Data chart, you can use the drop-down menus to compare two of these metrics over time. You can compare visits to orders, total views to listing views, orders to revenue. We automatically set your time zone, but you can change it by selecting Update Your Time Zone. Next to traffic sources, click an individual source to see more info. When you do, you will see a breakdown of traffic information for that specific traffic source, be it Facebook, Etsy, what have you, such as visits over time and most viewed listings. For example, if you're looking at Etsy traffic, you might see search, Etsy homepage, or another shop's listing. Now, I know a lot of you were also upset about this because when a customer goes to check out, at the bottom, it will sometimes show other listings from other shops, right? And so a lot of you guys are panicking, going, well, what the crud? I did all the work of having great pictures, great SEO, the person's about to check out, and now you're going to show them that this similar listing is in another shop. But the revenue is also the same 3 to 5 hours. And today it's kind of wonky. Like I have over 50 open orders and it's showing I have 2. So today it's kind of weird. But I don't want you guys to be mad that your list, that it's suggesting another shop at the bottom. Because this is my tagline always with the Shop Dog. Whatever you do, do it better.
Look what I got.
Oh, you got me flowers?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, love bug.
Casey, I was going for a walk with Casey.
You were walking around with Casey?
Yeah, because he's going to play with me.
Okay, just stay in the yard, okay?
Yeah. I'm going to go around the house.
You can walk around the house.
I'm going to go find Casey.
Okay, go find Casey. My daughter just brought me little flowers. She's so cute. No, she's not going to watch Sophia. I'm not going to listen to it. Okay. So I don't want you to be upset about this because, oh my gosh, stop with the notifications. She really is. She's this. Are you done, phone? Are you done with the notifications? I got you on Do Not Disturb. Okay. I don't want you guys to get upset because my phrase is always whatever you do, do it better. Now, if someone else's listings are getting shown on the bottom of one of your listings as a suggested, keep in mind that the reverse is also happening. If someone's going to check out on one of those shitty other people's sites, on somebody else's site who might not be doing as well, oh my goodness. Wow.
Do you like it?
I love it.
I found him next to our house.
You found him next to our house?
There's so many.
Okay, shh, Corbin's still sleeping, honey.
So many.
There's so many?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do you want to see them all?
I can't right now. I'm doing a video, but when I'm all done, we'll go outside, okay?
I'm going to go play with Casey.
Go play with Casey.
I'm going to have her.
Sorry, you guys want to know how I do it all? This is how I do it all. So the reverse is also happening. If somebody's on one of those other people's sites and they've got crappy pictures, crappy listing descriptions, and they're gonna check out, then down at the bottom they see your fantastic listing, they're gonna draw you in. So this just gives you more oomph to want to have the most bestest listing. I don't know what it is with my wording not working today, but if your listing is overall better, then somebody else's listing is not going to pull them away from you. And if somebody else's listing is less and you're viewed down on the bottom, it is going to pull them away from someone else to you. So as long as you just focus on having the best pictures, having the best pricing, having the best copy, you're golden. It doesn't matter if somebody else is getting advertised on yours. They chose you out of everybody else on the first time they did the search. They choose your listing over everyone else. So chances are they're going to choose you again. Down at the bottom, oh yeah, these other people, they're not as good as this one. I'm going to continue my checkout. I have to just roll with it. I don't really have a choice. Plus, what am I going to do? Get mad at her for getting me flowers? Like, that's silly. But do you know what I get? Do you guys know what I mean, though, about, trying not to get too upset about, the other people's listings on the bottom? Because your listings are also going to be on the bottom of someone else's listing. So as long as you are just bringing your A game at all times, you're fine. All right. Search terms. Social media gives a breakdown. Websites give a breakdown. Peach gives a breakdown. Oh, that was what else I was going to go over. Okay. So somebody brought up earlier how to optimize the difference between mobile versus desktop. There is also a chart that I need to find. Uno momento, por favor. If I can find it. Oh, and if anybody's wondering, they added a new button. When they first had this dashboard, it was almost impossible to get back to your Etsy shop page, like to look at your shop. If you click the little orange E on the lower left-hand side that says Etsy, it'll bring you to your storefront. All right, let's see here. Stats.
Look at this, Mommy.
Oh, wow.
Are those pretty?
Oh, these are so pretty.
I got them already. I found this yellow one next to our house. More.
More?
Yeah.
Do you want to say hi to everybody?
No thanks.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to find. There's a thing that shows you. Maybe it was under customers. Well, that's weird. So this is, okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, yes. So I'm going to go over now the mobile versus desktop section. If you click on stats on the left-hand side, then you have the first tab says traffic. We went over that. The second tab says listings. We went over that. Now we're going to go over the third tab, which is completely new. And this is customers. Okay? So what it is showing you at the top here, what else your customers have searched for. I don't know how they track this. It's kind of creepy. It's that Big Brother thing. I don't know. But it is showing me, now mind you, I have a piercing alternative site, fake faux nose rings, faux lip rings, ear cuffs. So it is saying that other people or customers have also searched for ear cuff, fake septum ring, that's me, vintage 1980s dress, vintage heels, ear cuff, and Mother's Day. That's on the first page. So this is going to let you know trends that people are looking for that are in your target market. This is things they're searching for. This is the terminology they're using. This is gold. You need this information. And if I click the next button, page 2, 80s earrings. This is telling me that my target market is apparently into the 80s thing, because they're looking up 80s heels, they're looking up 80s dresses, they're looking up 80s earrings. Guess what? I better have some 80s stuff in my shop because they want it. Because it tells me they want it because they're looking for it. Boho blue bezel connector. I don't know what that is. Vintage asymmetrical dress. Gifts for grandma. Oh, sure. So, I have someone search for Mexican blouse. Alrighty. If you have the new stats page that's got the graphs and stuff, if you click on stats on the left-hand side, it's like the 6th one down, then you're going to see 3 tabs: traffic, listings, and customers. And I am on the customers tab. So click stats and then customers. I have no idea what that is. Oh, you got purple ones too?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Do you like it?
Okay, so far we have purple.
Yeah.
I got a bundle of white. I got a little florist over here. And I got some dandelions.
Do you like your new gifts?
Yay, springtime. I love my gifts, honey. Can I have kiss? Thanks, love.
I have the best gifts ever.
You do have the best gifts ever.
Our cat's in the neighbors.
Oh, Casey went to the neighbor's house?
Yep.
That's okay. How many people is this based on? I don't know. I don't know. But if you click the word, it does an automatic Etsy search for you, because I just clicked one that said nose ring.
Can I bring this outside?
Yes, honey. Did you throw your granola bar wrapper away?
Just in there.
Okay, go ahead. You might want to bring your juice outside too.
It's in our yard.
Okay. I got an HTC One M9 case. Natural lotion. So some of these are kind of weird. I do need a little vase. I do, because I can't get rid of those. I mean, dude, this one, like, has the roots with it. She, like, went all out when she plucked those. Oh, God, she's cute. Okay. It also now shows you, this is an incredibly important stat, where your customers are coming from. Now, this is going to be a huge trigger, because this is a map, and it is showing you where people are visiting you from. Now, for those of you that do not sell internationally, this could be a huge high sign that you need to change that. Because if you've got a lot of views coming from Canada and you're based in the US, they're not going to get converted to sales if you don't have international shipping turned on. But if you see that you've got a lot of views, like I have a ton of views from the Middle East. A ton. Like, it's crazy. I've got England, France, the UK, Germany. Oh, dry them and press them. That's a good idea too. Maybe I'll do half and half. I'll put half in a vase and I'll dry half of them. She's so cute. Sorry. I love her. So if you don't have international shipping turned on and you're noticing that you've got a lot of international views, that is an instant way to jack up your sales. Or if you have international shipping turned on, but nobody outside the United States or wherever you're living, if nobody outside of your country is viewing you, then you can turn international shipping off. It's not going to benefit you much. But this will tell you where they're coming from. So it would hurt me greatly to turn off my international shipping, because probably a quarter of my orders are internationals. Now, the next fantastic part, I can't tell you, I love this new dashboard, I'm telling you guys. So this next section, what devices are your customers using? We did not have this, except for the fact that when it said websites before, sometimes it would say m.facebook or m. whatever, and M stands for mobile. Where do you find out how to change to international shipping? It would be in your shipping preferences. It is, if you click on the little gear on the left-hand side that says settings, then you can go into your shipping settings and you could turn off or on international shipping. 30% comes from us. Yes, then absolutely keep international shipping on. The devices section is just as important as your social media section. And this is what I tell people every single time somebody asks me for a shop critique. If you've only got one picture in your listings, you're wrong. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. I don't care if it's a digital download. I don't care if it's a vintage item. I don't care if it's a picture of something. If you have one picture, that's bad. The reason is because alone on here, I have 45% of my people searching through their cell phone. Now on the Sell on Etsy app, it shows you your pictures and it shows you the title. But the customer then has to scroll down, find listing or item description, click that, and then it will tell them the copy that you've written in your description.
I don't see Casey in the neighbors.
It's okay. She's just going for a walk.
Okay.
Sorry, she threw my train of thought off. So on the Etsy app, it shows the pictures, mobile web, cell phone. Mobile just means cell phone. Somebody's using, they could be using the Safari app. They're not necessarily using the Etsy.com app. They're just using Safari or something on their cell phone to go to Etsy.com. So it's the web on their cell phone. But when they're on the app of any sort, when you're looking at it through this, honey, I really got to finish talking. What's up?
I want a pretzel.
Well, then go get a pretzel, honey.
Right here.
No, they're right there.
I don't see any big ones.
Okay, well, there's not big ones. You need to eat the little ones first. But have some pistachios and have some pretzels.
Can I have the statues in the bowl?
You can have them on your plate right here. And then I really need to finish talking, okay?
Okay.
I love you and you're adorable, but I need to finish this. You go. Okay. I found that I wasn't being viewed much internationally until I turned on international shipping. It isn't the big scary monster I thought it was. It's been exciting to see things sent to Australia. Yes! International shipping is not scary. Also, it depends on what you sell, because I sell jewelry. If there should not be a single jewelry seller who does not ship internationally. I'm telling you. I ship every day international in an 8x4 mailer. This cost me $2.61 to ship international. I can't find where the customer info is. My dashboard still says views. That's why. Because you don't have the new dashboard yet. If you don't have the graphs and stuff, when you're looking at your stats and your views, if it's not graphs, you're still on the old dashboard, and Etsy just hasn't updated you yet. If you do see graphs, then on the left-hand side, you're going to see, it's going to say dashboard, listings, conversations, orders, and then stats. You're going to click stats, and then there's going to be 3 tabs. Traffic, listings, and customers, and I'm on the customers. So click stats and then customers, and then that's where I am. But when you're looking on the cell phone, people are looking at pictures and your title. Now, Etsy is one of the last websites that makes us keyword stuff our title. Nobody knows why we do this. Amazon doesn't do it. eBay doesn't do it. Nobody does this anymore. Just Etsy, because they're special. So they're seeing your pictures. You have to answer as many questions as you possibly can with those pictures. Civil War memorabilia, acorns, and Chinese lanterns. That is an interesting plethora. Oh, also, this is going to be good because by using those search terms, oops, I'm zooming in on my map. I know that in my social media, I should be posting 80s vintage stuff. because my people are searching for it multiple times. They're looking for 80s heels, 80s dresses, 80s jewelry. That means in my content on Facebook and stuff, and Pinterest, apparently, I should be using 80s as content. I do have the wave graph, and yep, I did that. I don't have the 3 options. I don't know how to, there was an opt-in link, but it's not working for anybody today, so I think that you can't opt in on purpose anymore. Yeah, mine's only, so you might have to just wait until they change it. When I tried to figure out international shipping, it was much more expensive to Canada and overseas. Yeah, I use, oh no, Brenda. I use stamps.com for my international shipping. I use an 8x4 mailer, and I ship in boxes that are 3/4 of an inch tall. So it counts as a thick envelope. Anything less than 1 inch counts as a thick envelope, not a package. And it can go up to 3 ounces for $2. And oh, I don't think I print the postage on here, but yeah, it's $2.61 for international 10 to 5 day. But you have to answer questions with those pictures. I need to know the scale. I need to know how it can get used. I need to know the front of the product. I need to know the back of the product. I need to know how to use the product. I need to know how it's going to get shipped to me. All of these questions need to be solved with pictures, because that is going to help the people on the cell phone. Where how many of you guys get mad because customer didn't read the listing description? That's because they're on their cell phones. They're not clicking listing description. They are buying through the pictures. So you need to tell them the size in the picture. You need to tell them how to use it in the picture. You need to tell them the front, the back. Does it come with an envelope? If it's a card, a lot of you guys are just showing the front of a card. That's your only picture. Well, is it a top fold? Is it a left to right fold? Does it come with the envelope? How are you packaging it so I know it's not going to get bent in shipment? Do you put it between 2 pieces of cardboard? Is it got anything written on the back? Does it have your logo stamped on the back? Does it have anything written on the inside? Does it have your logo stamped on the back? What's the first thing you do when you're at Hallmark and you pick up a card? You flip it over. Customers can't do that online. Show pictures as if you were to pick it up and flip it over. My post office says that bubble mailers can't count as thick envelopes. They're automatically packages. Well, your post office is stupid. And wrong. I have been shipping these as thick envelopes. It's a bubble mailer. It's an 8x4, plastic bubble mat, got little bubbles. And I've been doing it for 6 years. And they ship out just fine. I don't know what to tell you. It's unfortunate that you live there. Mine does not. The only time I ever get them back is because the customer, oops, got a flower stuck to it. The customer has an insufficient address. That's the only reason why I got it back. I don't know. But these new stats are going to help you guys so much, because you need to know where they're coming from. You need to know what they're searching for. You now know what social media platform you need to be focusing on. Whatever has the highest percentage. Now, don't do today's highest percentage. Don't do last week's highest percentage. So let me see. If I go back to traffic, and I'm going to switch to all time. I was told the same thing, but I get a tracking number if I send it as a package. These come with tracking numbers. It's a USPS first class international mail, stamps.com, and it's got a tracking number. It's got UA and then 9 digits and then US. I don't know. So if I look at all time stats for social media. Yeah, all time stats for social media, okay? All time, 6 years. 6 years I've been on Etsy. I have been putting 50% of my effort into Instagram. Out of 6 years, 1% of my traffic has been from Instagram. 56% of my social media traffic is on Pinterest. I would have never guessed that. I let my Pinterest go. I haven't done Pinterest in like months. I just let it go, whatever. And 37% is Facebook. So I need to let go of Instagram and just do Facebook and Pinterest. And I told my VA that. I was like, we already decided to drop Instagram because I couldn't get it to grow anymore. And apparently this is why. So this is just going to help you narrow down what you need to focus on. My direct traffic is the highest. So what does that say to me? For your traffic source, that means that you have gotten the most visits from people clicking on links that you provided or by typing in your shop name into the Etsy search bar. The Etsy, where it just says Etsy, that means they found you in an Etsy search. External search would be like Google. So if they type in, I know you do the bubblegum jewelry keychain. So if somebody typed in bubblegum keychain in Google and found your Etsy listing, that's going to count as an external search. If somebody opens up Etsy, types bubblegum keychain, that counts as an Etsy search. If somebody opens up Etsy and types in your shop name, that counts as direct traffic. If somebody goes to your Facebook page and clicks a link you provided, that counts as direct traffic. I don't know. I don't know which direction you should go. I can't see your stats. Just by knowing that direct traffic is your strongest point, that's for traffic sources. Scroll down on your social media, and your social media circle should tell you where you need to focus the most. So if you scroll down a little more, it'll say Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, or Tumblr. I think Pinterest users are being a bunch of DIYers, not people wanting to buy. I don't know, dude, because they're clicking on, I make nose rings. And you can make a nose ring out of anything. Take a paper clip, wrap it around a pen.
For you.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
It's Princess Mommy time. Queen Mommy. I need to do the wave. Hold on. You can PM me, Christina. From emails is also direct traffic. Good. Yes, Marilyn. Anybody that's got your email lists and they click on you, that's direct traffic. Almost all of my traffic is coming from Facebook. Then stick with Facebook. Have a Facebook page, have a Facebook group. Mostly, my most searched keywords has been unknown. That's weird. Yeah, I seriously would have never thought to go into Pinterest. I did not think that my millennial Taco Bell eating 1995 Honda Accord driving, bacon loving, cat pet owning people that are in their 20s, I did not think that they would be in Pinterest at all. But they are. I don't know what the unknown is. Traffic sources. Hold on. Lately, most of my searched keywords. So your search terms is coming up as unknown. Let me change my stats frame. If you have a Shopify site, you can install something so people can buy from your pins.
Mommy,
cool.
They smell so good.
Oh, they do smell good, honey. Unknown. I have been hearing a lot sellers saying getting that in their stats. Roll out from Etsy. In my search terms, I had to hop off real quick to get my toddler. Oh, yeah. Ashley decided that she was wearing a crown and handed me a crown. So it's kind of like a fake cell phone. When a 2-year-old hands you a fake cell phone, you answer it. 4-year-old hands you a crown, you wear it. New stat manager. I don't know. I can look into it. I don't have any that say unknown. Get it? Are you smelling? Oh, you're smelling your perfume? Okay.
Do you want to have some?
No, thank you. I have my own perfume on. Okay. Hold on, honey. New stats tool. New shop stats. Okay, so I can close that one. New shop manager. Oh, this is another one I wanted to show. Ashley, I really need you to go play, honey. Let me smell. Okay, go play, okay? We've introduced shop manager. This is going to show you the breakdown of how to access all the information that you're used to accessing. So when you want to try to edit your shop, it gives you directions, how to add a listing, how to edit your bill. That link I just provided shows you a breakdown to how to access everything you're used to being able to access. I have 40% direct, but I think that a lot of it could be Instagram because I write it with everypost.com in my name. 27% increased sales since last year. Yeah, go you. That's excellent. Yeah, there's so much information. So I highly suggest just spending some time in here. You know, try not to get too overwhelmed. There's a lot of different things you can click on, but this stats page and the new dashboard button is just fantastic. So I would sit down with a notebook or even your Flourish book. If you've got the Flourish calendar, the word is escaping me. This thing. There's a keyword planner in the back. So I would absolutely go through and check out what your search terms are, write down your top ranking keywords, make sure you've got them in your listing titles, in your listing descriptions, in your tag planner. Thank you, Nicole. For somebody who likes to talk so much, I really need to get better at wording. I'm just going to blame it on my kids. But I hope that this was helpful for you guys. It's going to take time. Things are going to seem a little wonky at first. Everything is always weird when Etsy first changes it. But this is for the better. This is going to be great because you're going to know how people are searching, what else people are searching. You're going to it'll show you trends by what else are people looking for. Well, it's going to tell you right there. They're also looking for weird 80s gear. So it's just awesome to know what else people are looking for, where else are people looking, what source of devices are they looking on. Off topic and embarrassing, I've never used Stamps.com or Etsy Mail. I handwrite my addresses. I would absolutely use the Etsy shipping labels. It's the same price as everywhere else. And I think you actually get a discount for using the Etsy labels through USPS. Stamps.com, I think it costs $20 a month. So that really only works if you have multiple international orders you're shipping every month. I literally ship like 10 internationals a day. So it alone pays for itself for me. But Stamps.com I have found is the cheapest for international shipping. But for regular labels, I would absolutely use dashboard equals click view detailed stats. Dashboard. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I would absolutely do the Etsy shipping labels which when you do an Etsy shipping label, it just looks like this. It says first class, it says Etsy, USPS, unless you do priority, then it'll put a P, and then it has an address and the barcode, and you just slap this bad boy on there. Etsy USPS labels are cheaper than the post office. They give you the best commercial pricing. I had a business manager with USPS tell me he couldn't get me better prices than Etsy gives us. That's awesome. I use ShipStation, $15 a month, includes free Stamps.com account, and you can combine Etsy, Amazon, eBay. Yeah, that's the other reason why I use Stamps.com is because it pulls in my internationals from Amazon as well. But if you guys want, I can do, the more stuff that Etsy's going to be rolling out with, we can do another topic on this next week. I do also have information next week that I wanted to go over for what Etsy suggests in search engine optimization and to what to do when you have a dip in sales. So I was going to go over those two things next week. And then if you guys have any questions about the new dashboard for this week, you can feel free to tag me in either one of the posts, either in the comments on this thread or, you know, just tag me. I'm pretty much always online. If you guys are having a dip in sales and you don't think that you're going to be able to figure this out, I do mentor calls, $25 for 30 minutes. I also do coaching calls. I also do shop critiques. I am known as the Shop Doc. So if you go to the shopdoc.co, you will see all the services I provide, and I can help you try to get your sales rocking. I can help you with your SEO. I can help you your photography, your listings. I can do lots of things. I've had a shop for 6 years and I'm at 46,000 sales. I pretty much know the ins and outs of Etsy. So, but I love this new dashboard. I encourage you guys, click through every single tab on this new dashboard. You can't break it. Hack it. Play around, click around, look at all the different things that you're seeing. Look at the patterns that you had last year. Look at your sales trend for last year. Look at your sales trend for this year. It'll help you know what to expect. If you I generally have a dip in sales in May because people are graduating college, people are graduating high school, they're getting out of school, they're running around, they're not online buying. And then my sales pick up mid-June again because people want to look badass for the 4th of July. Can I do a split screen on Skype? Yes. I can do TeamViewer. I would have to do it when my husband comes home. Unless you know how to do split screen on Skype. If you know how to do it, I can do it. I have Skype. I can figure it out. I can do lots of things. But I hope you guys found this helpful. Please, like I said, just hack around. Keep positive. Try to get as much information. If you are having a lull in sales, don't just stare at your screen going, give me sales. Read the information that's being provided for you and see what you can do to assess the situation. All right? If you've got high views, low sales, that means you need to either do research on pricing and listing description. If you have low views at all, that means you need to do work on your photography and your SEO. So those are the basics to start with. If you have any questions, please feel free to tag me or PM me, and be sure to check out the shopdoc.co for all of your shop health needs. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you next Tuesday. Bye.